Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Move to the Mexican Coast Before It's Too Late. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. The reverse migration exodus has begun. While countless people are struggling to get into California and Texas from Mexico, as well as Central and South America, the opposite is also happening. A lot of poor and middle-class Americans are now exiting California and the rest of America before they can no longer survive on their Social Security. These Americans can't afford the rent in the U.S. They can't afford a car here anymore. They can't afford their medical or their dental treatment in America. They can't afford to date or get married in the U.S. They can't afford their prescriptions. They don't have children that can afford to help them. They can't even afford 3 meals a day. And that was before the price of food went so high. There are videos on social media now of people taping the grocery prices in the big box stores a year ago. And then they return to those same stores now and they videotaped the prices of the same products now 12 months later. And they've documented that the prices on those food items have increased by 75%. Not 5 or 8 or 9% as most of the lying media are trying to allege. Just imagine that. For more than a year, they've been saying that the price of food has gone up by 7 or 8%. But the video compares the same food prices over the last year and shows that it's gone up by more than 75%. If that's the case over the last 12 months, what do you think will happen over the next year or two if the price of food goes up by 75% each year again? Does anyone out there believe that people won't have food riots if that happens? Well, we're seeing a silent exodus of Americans leaving this country now. They're relocating to Mexico, and they're having their Social Security money wired to their Mexican banks each month. Most of these people are keeping what little savings they have in the U.S. banks, but they're having their monthly Social Security payment rerouted to their Mexican town. Why is that? Because they don't trust Mexican banks either. They don't trust American banks, but they sure don't trust Mexican banks. They have heard the stories about some of the Mexican banks simply taking or stealing or seizing the money of people, expats, American expats, who have their money deposited in their Mexican banks. They simply take it, or they don't grant you access to it anymore. What a lot of people don't realize is that some Mexican banks are clearly owned by the cartels. This is an open secret in Mexico. There may be some legit banks there as well, but good luck figuring out which ones are legit and which ones aren't. So those people that can are moving down to Mexico. They're renting places or buying homes. If you have the money, you can live on the coast in a nice apartment or home or condo on the water. And if you don't, then you just have to move further inland, rent or buy something further inland. And if you're really of modest means, then you have to move further outside of the city, 10, 20, 30, 50 miles outside of the city, out in the country somewhere. The truth of the matter is that 99% of the Mexican people are fantastic, friendly, helpful, and good. But there is also tremendous crime in Mexico. Just go for a walk on the beach or in town and watch how many people are watching you and waiting for you to fall asleep on the beach, and then watch what happens. Go to Cancun and visit your hotel's beach and tell me what you see there. You'll notice that your hotel's beach has armed guards with machine guns, not pistols, but machine guns posted at either end of the hotel's beach just to prevent criminals from coming and robbing you. Elsewhere on the beach, just watch how long it takes for someone to walk by and pickpocket you or someone else nearby. If you lose your wallet or ID or passport in Mexico, then you will have a difficult time replacing it. Replacing it is not a quick or easy process. I'll tell you what is important when you relocate down there. You have to set aside and hide some emergency money. Hide it in your house or in your safety deposit box at the bank or somewhere else. Your emergency money has to have enough money to fly you back to America and help you get restarted with an apartment and buy some food and clothes and whatever else you'll need to start living back in the States again. Why is that? Because if you come home one day and you find that your home in Mexico has been broken into and your Mexican girlfriend and her thug friends have stolen all your furniture, your clothes, your money, virtually everything you own, then you'll need access to that emergency fund to get out of the country. That's why you have to have enough money in cash down in Mexico to get you back to home safely with your family in the U.S. You don't want to be stuck and homeless and penniless in Mexico because living on the streets down there is no joke. If you think living on the streets in the U.S. is bad, just imagine what it's like in Mexico. So you need to have that emergency escape plan ready. So what else are these American expats in Mexico doing? Well, they're trying to connect with the American expat community in Mexico. They want to make friends and all sorts of contacts as quickly as they can. Don't make the mistake of inviting people that you just met in Mexico back to your house for a drink, because and certainly don't give them any information about what you used to do or where you bank in Mexico now. All of that could come back to bite you very badly. It's better to lie than to give away too many personal details about your life, just so that they don't use that information later to steal from you. In Colombia, a lot of single women work with gangsters and thugs to set up tourists they just met at the bar so that they can then rob them blind. You see, the problem is that if they dose your drinks with the devil's breath, that knockout drug that they're all using down there, then you may not wake up for another few days, or you may never wake up again. But if you're cautious and you make good friends who can help you navigate the city, and you're conservative with your money, then you may actually be able to enjoy life in Mexico in an affordable way. But first things first, go to Mexico on vacation for a while before you decide to relocate there. Remember, vacation first to scout the place out. And if you relocate to Mexico or some other affordable country, then don't get married for the first few years, just in case things go badly. Take your time, be cautious, be conservative. Make sure you don't end up like so many of the expats that go down there and get robbed or disappeared or divorced, and then no one ever hears from them again. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.